All right, little surprise visit for you. You gonna come see me? Oh, we'll get a few people in here. I'll tell you the harebrained idea that we're running with. We'll see what happens. We'll sip of Mountain Dew and we'll get started. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Oh, let's see here. Ain't nobody coming. I should have stayed where I was at and caught them channel cats. But we ain't counting it off. Dog, log, log, don't get in my line. Don't get in my line. Don't get in my line. Please don't get in my line. Little cotton picker. Ain't no good for nothing. No. It'll be all right. Mm-hmm. Is that a bite? Oh. No, it's that cotton picking stick. Dadgummit, I knew he was going to get one of y'all. And he did. Stick. Kill him. Kill him. Of course you did. Of course you did. You know you had to. Just go on across it. Might as well get on across it. Anybody in here yet? Oh, yes, we do. Who's see? Oh, good Lord. Wasn't nobody in here when I walked away. What did I do? What did I do? Man, did I screw this up already? What am I doing? There we go. It's let's start this out with a boom. What did I do? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Catfish regular $10. Thank you, Aaron and Lisa. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Eddie Gross, guys, I can barely see the screen. Chad Thomason. I have messed my screen up here somehow. I don't know what I did. Oh, I see what I did there. I put myself on solo layout. How do you do that when you're the only one there? That's stupid. Now I've got this messed up somehow. I touched the screen and it's got something weird going on. I don't know what I did. Danny. David Ogden, how you doing, buddy? He was here just waiting. See what was it about. I just got here, man. How many fish so far? Well, we were on Cody. We were on 3+1 with Larry, Cody, and Kanan earlier, and I got a blue cat and a channel cat and a drum during Cody's show. And I moved down here and set up. The line's been in the water for maybe 3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. However long we've been live. I threw the rods out and hit the live button. That's how long they've been in the water. But guys, what we're doing today on this spot here, this may not pan out. It worked for us last year. River's up. It's rolling really fast. The current's hot and heavy. There's a little bit of trash in there. Last year I came to this spot and I threw out about 40 feet out, and there's a drop-off ledge right out there, straight off of the bank. And that's when I had Jerry Parker, Big Skip was in there, and Alicia Barnett was fishing with me. Those 3 people. And I caught a 59-pound blue, man, 40 feet off the bank. So we're kind of trying that out right now. It was about this time last year when we did that. And we thought, we're here already. We've been fishing with Cody and them all morning. So we'd come over to the main river and set up and give it a shot. and see if we couldn't pull that off again. I have no high expectations of it happening, but I didn't have high expectations that day either. Yeah, I hit a button a while ago, and I've got this thing. It's like some kind of weird thing going on here. Danny, Lisa made some homemade bread and some homemade. Oh man, see now that's just wrong, man. You don't need to tell me about all that. FD Fisherman, welcome in. How you doing, guys? We're just goofing off today. I've got my chat messed up here. Crappie Day Fish on. Hello, my friend. Hello. You guys, CatCon is getting close. We're gonna be there soon. I probably just should have stayed over where I was at this morning because I was catching the fish there. That it was all channel cats and half starving blue cats. And we want to try to do something a little better for y'all. I don't know if we will or not. We're trying. Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. Hello, my friend. How you doing? David Ogden. Mouth is watering. I bet. Man, ain't nothing better than some homemade bread, especially if you pull it out of the oven and let it cool off to where it's like just warm. If you can slice it and spread some real butter on it and just fold it in half, put it in your mouth, and start chewing. That's some good stuff right there. I like the cinnamon rolls too. Fishing Fever, how you doing? I like the cinnamon rolls, but man, good fresh bread right out the oven with some real butter just dripping off of it. Woo, Lord, that's some eating right there, son. That's candy to me. And I'm not a bread eater, but fresh bread out the oven, a whole different ball game. And hey, Seagull, how you doing, buddy? Keep going. Yeah, you're not stealing my bait today. Just keep on going. We'll be fine. See ya. Like I said, right here where I'm at, me and Richard Cluck were fishing earlier this year when the river was way down. We were sitting way out there, and you got to go out there and you climb down this ledge, and then you walk out onto this flat, and then there's another ledge, and you walk out a little bit further. Well, the river, all that is underwater right now. So what we're doing is we're throwing into that flat and letting the lines get caught in the current and drift back, and they're smacking up against that ledge and just flopping the baits around with the. We got some Triple City Angler spooks on there, and we got some Triple City hooks in there, and just different varieties of stuff going on there. But anyways, the object here is to get the line to throw out there and caught that current and sweep back toward the bank, and we want it to, and hit that big drop off, and just sit there and dangle and flop around along parallel in that drop off. We did that last year and pulled a 59-pounder out of this spot right here. And it was the same conditions basically going on. Other than the fact last year, the temperatures had been up. It was warm for 3 or 4 days in a row. And this week, it started off Monday and Tuesday. I was going to work in a t-shirt. Wednesday and Thursday, I had to put on thermals and a coat. So the temperature has been fluctuating back and forth, which is not good for catfishing at all. But that's not going to stop us from going, Martin! I'm going to get to see Martin soon. I'm going to get to see Martin soon at CatCon. It's going to be so cool, man. My UK brother all the way. All the way! No, let's see here. Did I miss anybody else in here? Y'all, I can barely, you know how I always tell you I can't see the screen, but I'm trying. Best I can. And I don't want to get up on it too close and try to see it because then y'all's looking up in my nose and then we're all uncomfortable. It's just not a good situation. I don't want to, embarrass myself and gross anybody out. Dave Bozart, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we're doing something that Danny Stone never does. I'm fishing. I mean, I'm throwing out 40 feet off the edge here, but there's a drop off, and that's what we're trying to work is that drop off. It's like a boat fisherman. They go out in the middle and throw toward the bank, and the bank fisherman gets on the bank and throws out toward the middle. Well, I'm on the bank and I'm throwing it out toward the bank. I'm keeping it in close. so we can try to see if we can get some of these cats that swimming along that ledge. If we don't get something going on pretty quick, we may shut the live stream down and I'll move back to where I was this morning. Because honestly, after Cody and them shut their live down and everybody left, I started getting bites. They were slamming the rods. But I'm almost certain it was just some big channel cats. And we want to try to get over here and Gull River and try to get into something a little bigger for y'all. You know, maybe get into some 10 to 20 pounders blues or something. Maybe a 30 for lucky. This spot right here gets fished pretty hard. It catches a lot of pressure from other fishermen. So, what's up, Catfish and Crappie Mark? Oh, man, just hung out with Cody on his live this morning. Richard Cluck and Chad was in there for a little while. And I couldn't see the screen. I think they might have had somebody else in there at one time. And I'm ashamed to say I don't know. But I managed to catch two of them, two catfish on the Cody's live today, on 3+1's live. Richard was slaughtering the crappie. He went crappie fishing today, and he was on there. And Cody and them finally managed to hook up on a fish. So thank goodness nobody got skunked on the show today on 3+1. And we all had a great time hanging out together. I was tickled to death they asked me to be on there with them this morning. I was late, you know. I'm dashed on. I'm going to be late. I'm normally not late for fishing. I'm late for live streams when I'm at home a lot of times. Alvin Lewis, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? We're fishing in close, but guys, that current today, oh, if y'all can see that, she's ripping like a Mississippi's supposed to be ripping. Look at that. Y'all talking about challenging fishing. Try fishing from the bank in 6 mile an hour current. That'll have you mad. Because all your lines, you got to throw out the first rod closest to you and then go upstream and throw them out. Because when you throw them out, it sweeps it back along the bank. I don't care how much weight you put on there. It's going to move with all that line going horizontal to the current. It's cross-cutting it. When that current hits all that line you got out there, it's all that much more pressure pushing that line down. But we're going to try to use that to our advantage today by letting it sweep back toward the bank and drop off into that ledge that's right out there. It worked for us last year, paid off big time. I don't know if it'll pay off now. I may fish into the night. If I do, it probably won't be here. What I'll do, if I decide to fish later into the night, what I'll do is I'll shut this live stream down and I'll go back to where I was this morning because I want to know if there's a night bite there. And I may not do it. I may just fish here for a little while and then say, I'm going home. You never know. I don't know what I'm doing whenever I come down here. May do one thing, may do something else. I don't know. But every one of them rods are bent because I'm fishing fast water right now. But if you get a fish on there, it'll bend a lot more than that. Even a 2 or 3 pound blue cat, if they get a hold of one of them rods and turn into that fast current, you're going to think you got a 40-pound fish on there. And it will take that rod down. That's assuming if any of that even happens. We just don't know. But we're here to try because that's what we do. Gigability! How you doing, buddy? It was nice hanging out with you on the Boar's Nest the other day on Hog Legs channel, going to work that morning. Man, he was on fire. Catching them, what was it, ladyfish or that he was after? I think so. The ladyfish down there, man, he was killing them. Good bait fish. Fishing fever. Did I miss anybody? Let's see. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. You guys go ahead and hang on a second. Nope, it went away. I hate it when that happens. They get a sneeze built up. It's coming. You know, oh, this is going to be good. Ah, crap. Nothing worse than building up a good sneeze and losing it. I hate that. I screwed up and looked at the sun. That'll make a sneeze go away. Like everybody cares. Any day now. Y'all can get a bite and we'll reel it in after a really good fight. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath. Man, there's something in my boots driving me crazy. What is that? I hope it ain't a live critter. What is that? Get out of there. Yeah, I think it's a scorpion. Get out of my boot. These dang things hurt when they stung you. I should have stayed where I was at. I was catching fish. I just felt like I could go somewhere and do better. The better quality fish anyway. I really thought I could. But I've been wrong before. It happens. Oh well. Lisa Elliott, cooking that bread and them cinnamon rolls. Throw it on there, girl. Throw it on there. Boyish fish try to steal one of them rods right now. Try and steal it, I dare you. No, you want to. Don't get you some. It's not one of my favorite spots to fish, but it was close. I mean, it was close in location. I don't mean close to one of my favorite spots to fish. In other words, it's just being lazy. You can drive 20 miles around that bend over there on the other side of the river. Oh, well, it's not on the other side of the river. It's around the river, around the bend, and that's where we normally fish at. But I'm right here in the town of New Medford. Matter of fact, there's the observation deck right there. Somebody's up there looking at me. Oh, she's taking my picture, I think. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How you doing, young lady? Just, she's just a lady. Up there taking pictures of this idiot down here on the bank. Doing that touristy thing. Walk out on the observation deck and, oh my God, there's a guy fishing down there on the river. Let's get a picture of him. Go and get it. I don't care. Aaron, get you that first fish. Oh, what's the tip, Danny? Looks nice. It is nice. The high today was supposed to be 51 degrees, and I'm guessing it's if it's not that, it's real dang close because it feels like a spring day to me right now. Springtime fishing. But we want to do some springtime catching. Oh, what y'all think? What we'll do? I got plenty of bait. Whenever after I got done, when Cody and 3+1, when Cody, Larry, and Cannon shut down their live stream and everybody left with their very little way, I went and threw the cast net and I threw the cast net and I threw the cast net. And guess what I did? I threw the cast net again. And I caught me a whole cooler full of bait. So I got a ton of bait that's fresh. It won't be fresh tomorrow. So I kind of wanted to get into it today to see if I can't get on something. But let's set a time limit. Okay. Let's say we'll sit here for a set amount of time that we agree upon. And if I don't catch nothing, I'll shut down this live stream and I'll move back to where I was. And we'll go back to catching those channel cat and those 11-pound skinny anorexic starving blue cats. They look pretty sad today. I caught an 11-pound blue cat that should have been 25. He definitely had something wrong with him because he looked like a skeleton with skin wrapped on him. And then I caught a drum that looked just like that. It was like there wasn't no meat on them. It was just skin and scales on bones. They were starving to death. Something was definitely rotten in Denmark. That's all I got to say. Tim Donna, welcome in. How you doing? You got to catch 2 fish that quick that are uh, emaciated. Is that the right word? I think. You know when you're so dang skinny that your ribs are showing. That's what they look like. They's in bad shape, y'all. I gave them each a piece of shad, put it in their mouth before I turned them loose and said, felt sorry for them. Said, here, eat this and go out there and try to do better. Apparently, you suck at catching bait or food. Then I tried to help him out. Some anorexic fish. I am. I fed them all morning. But if we don't do no good here, we'll shut this down and I'll go over there and we may even fire up the generator. I don't know if I got any gas in the truck for the generator. If I got a gas jug back up there, we may actually go set back up on that spot and fire the generator up and run it a little bit. Now, if it gets too daggone cold, uh, my fat butt's out of here. Because for some reason, all my fat's right here on my belly, like a little pot belly. It ain't on the rest of my body, so I don't have all that insulation that I should have. I tend to gain weight right above my belt buckle for some reason. That's it. Don't put it on nowhere else. Come on now. I don't know if we're gonna pull anything off this little uh, idea I got going on here or not. But if all else fails, like I said, we'll move back over there. If I want to continue to fish, we'll move back over there and we'll start the stream up again. And I know we can catch some fish over there. We done did it today, and we was getting tons of bites. I just really didn't have any. I didn't think there was a chance of catching anything big, you know, which I have there. Uh, that's a spot that where I was at this morning when Mark did the 1v1, the March Madness. I was fishing in the spot that I fished March Madness, and when I was fishing against Lee Evans, I got a 25-pound blue out of that spot, and it was close to this time because it was, ain't quite March yet, but you know what I mean. It's close, but it seems like the end of February and the first half of March, them blue cats move up into that spot, chasing them shad and small bait fish. They move up into that channel, and they do pretty good in there. That barge's gonna break loose 100 logs upstream and send them down here for me to catch. Settle down, girls. Settle down. And plus, we fished this morning, and Daddy didn't get to fish this morning because we was fishing in a. She don't fish those spots very often. She's just not fond of them. She likes the big river. So we ran the Uckaloo rods and the Mad Catch rods there this morning, and they did pretty good. They stepped up and said what they're all about. See, she said, look, what they also. Yeah. Oh my God, there's a flock of pelicans, and they are way up there. Either that or it's Chinese birds. Yeah, that's what it is, Chinese birds. I didn't say it, YouTube. I didn't say it. Where did things go that just disappeared? Oh, there they are. You gonna slop up here on my feet? Got the waves coming in from the barge. I think Richard Cluck was going to try to get over to the bait spot this afternoon. That's where I was fishing at. Really, I was fishing the bait hole where we go to catch bait. And I think he was going to try to pop over there this afternoon and get some bait for tomorrow. I've got some. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to keep it fresh. I mean, you're going to keep it fresh. But I think I'd be better off to ice it down and leave it in the cooler versus freezing it and thawing it out. Because shad, I think if you keep them in a plastic bag and pack ice on them, if you're just going to use them the next day, I think it works better. When I freeze them and thaw them out, something about the flesh freezing and the crystals of the ice getting there kind of messes them up. So that's probably what we're going to do. Probably just going to ice them down and have them for tomorrow. What's the air temp down there, Danny? Right now, Mark, it's I'm gonna say it's upper 40s to maybe lower 50s. Upper 40 to lower 50s. There's a little breeze blowing off the river right now that just caught me and it's kind of, it put a chill on me, but I'm not cold. That's why I brought a light jacket today instead of a heavy coat. Oh, is there a stick caught on that, or is that? Oh, no, what it is. See, that barge just went by, and we're catching the what is? I hung on. I'm stuck on something. We're catching the backwash off of that barge, and then it's really bending those rods down. All that current picking up on it. I mean, he's got this stirred up. See what I'm saying? That's just a sloppy, muddy mess. But when he gets by and gets on down there a little ways, he'll settle down and we'll all be fine. We'll be okay. But I'm pretty sure we're going to wind up shutting this down and moving back to where we were this morning. But I'll kill the live stream. But I'll come back, you guys. If you want to watch me, you can. If you don't, you know, eat a biscuit. I could care less. I'm kidding. I don't want you guys to be mad at me. But I ain't gonna be mad if you don't want to watch. It's fine. Because I'm gonna fish whether you're here or not. I just like it better when you're here. It's always better when you're here. Even if I don't spend a whole lot of time acknowledging you. Still love you. But you know, we just had to come over here because you can't come over to the Mississippi River and not throw a line out in the main river because you're going to say, well, I should have probably at least tried it. But we'll give us, let me see what time it is. It is 3:29. We're going to give this 30 minutes, 31 minutes. If we don't have a fish off this river in 31 minutes, I'm going to kill this out, pack everything up, and I'm going to go back to where we were this morning, and I'll set back up there if we've got gas for the generator. I gotta look. I got a jug in the back of the truck. I don't know if there's anything in it. Because we'll fish in there long. Whoa, that water got all the way up to my chair. We'll fish into the dark if we've got gas for the generator. I'll have to see. Because I got to have my lights. It don't do no good for me fishing in the dark. I can fish in the dark. Just sit there and hold the pole, and I can feel it when they get it, and I can get them. But you guys can't see nothing if I just do that. So that's not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. And if there ain't nobody sitting in that spot when we get there, that could possibly be. Oh, 21 people in the house. But I almost bet you we're going to wind up moving in 30 minutes. We'll shut it down and go back, set up, and then we'll get on some catfish tonight, I promise you. I can pretty much guarantee you fish if we go back over to that spot. They're not going to be monsters, though. They're going to be hold on. I saw that. Man, something just bit Betty down hard. Come on. He's mouthing that bait. He grabbed it, pulled that line down real hard, and then let go. And I hope he comes back and picks it up. Come on, son. That was a smack, buddy. He put the smack on him. Come on now. I don't know if y'all could have seen that or not, but Betty, she went whoom down like that real hard and popped back up. And he popped on it. I've got a big giant shad head on there too. That's the biggest bait I got out. Are you gonna eat it? Or is it a one and done? Come on now. Now she's standing up straight. He ain't there right now. Hopefully he'll come back and find that. Tuesday. Supposed to be in the 70s. Oh my God, that in the 70s on Tuesday, you better be on the river. I hope y'all can see it, that island down there. See that island? I'm thinking for tomorrow's show, I'm gonna have Richard Cluck. I'm gonna meet him at the boat ramp, and I'm gonna have him pull up there and drop me off on that island, and he can go on upstream and go after the fish by that rock dive. I'm seriously thinking about having him drop me off on that island. As long as nothing happens to him, I'll be okay. But if anything happens to Richard, I'll be on that island. If he has boat, I ain't talking about getting hurt or nothing. I'm talking about boat tear up or something, and he can't get back to me. Then I'll be living on that island until somebody comes and gets me. But I've stayed on that island for a week one time, so I'll manage. I'll get fired from work, but I'll manage. They calling in, where you at? I'm stuck on the island. Bull crap. He's lying. I'm like, man, watch YouTube. I can prove it. I don't know if I got enough shoreline on that island to be able to fish it or not. Water's come up and it's just about to race the bank from it. Water's almost up into the trees. But I'm willing to give it a shot. If nothing else, he can find a tree sticking up out of there and he can pull up and I can jump out on a limb and sit there with one rod and fish till he comes back and gets me. Because usually I can drive to that spot in my truck down the road here, but the road's just totally tore up right now. It's muddy, it's got deep ruts in it, and you can't get through there. You'll get stuck, guaranteed, 120% chance of it. Four-wheel drive or not, because you bottom out and it hits the frame. Dave Garcher, hello. We're only going to be on this spot for 25 more minutes, and then we're going to shut it down and move, unless we start catching fish in 25 minutes. We did have one big takedown a while ago, or it was a hit. I don't count it as a takedown because it didn't hook up. He bent it down. He pulled down real hard. But we'll go back to what we should have done. We should have just stayed over there a while ago. We had the spot before anybody else could get there. Hopefully nobody else piles up in there while we're gone. We'll see. But I can get back over there and we'll get on some fish, all right? We'll go back to that spot. We'll see what happens. I'm just not feeling it. Yo, right here. I get a psychic connection with the water, and I'm not feeling it. It's like negative energy coming out this spot. I'd love for one of them rods to bend down double and make me look stupid for saying that. You's wrong. I'll happily be wrong, but I don't think I am. We fished the main river today. We fished the backwater. Right now, I think the backwater is a spot to go to. The water's a lot warmer up in there. So we'll give it a little bit and then we'll move back over there. Y'all just be watching for me because it won't take me long. I've only got about a mile to drive. What takes the longest is picking all this stuff up and then carrying it down there. But we'll drive the mile back to that spot and get set up on some catfishes. Hopefully I got some gas for generator. I think I do. If not, we might as well be pooping in a cat box. Because it ain't doing us no good. How much time we got left on this? 22 more minutes and we'll make a move. Oh, Mr. Rogers 317, how you doing? It's looking good. It does look good, but the weather feels pretty nice. There's a little bit of chill right now. There's a wind picked up. We're only going to be here for about 20 more minutes, and we're going to shut down the live stream and move to a different spot where we know we can catch some fish. And plus, I can set the rods out and I can throw the net and catch some more bait for tomorrow's show. And like I said, I should have just stayed over there, but I told everybody I would come to the river, so I had to fulfill that commitment. You know, I can't tell them I'm going to go move to the river and not do it. I don't want people start saying, "Oh, you can't trust what Danny Stone said." No, I told them I'd come over here, so we did it. But right now, I just seem to be back over in that one spot. We'll go back. We'll go back, and then we'll get set up and we'll catch some fish for y'all. We ain't totally give up hope here, though. We still got, 21 minutes. And like I said, I fished the same conditions last year when I got that 59-pounder on Betty. Something just feels different to me, though. It just feels different. It don't feel the same. Come on. No, here comes cotton picking cops again. I hear the siren. As long as they ain't after me, I don't care. Ain't no sweat off my sack. Oh, big river. Man, this cotton picking river is muddy right now. It's muddy, muddy, muddy. I mean, she's in super mud mode. You're killing me, Smalls. Well, I wish that one fish would come back. We know there's one out there that's feeling a little pecking. Hot Bass Fishing. Hey, Alicia, we're trying to recreate that time that you was on the panel with me and a big Skip and Parker. Right here, it was about this time of year when I caught that 59-pound blue cat. Was sitting here this time of year. The water conditions are pretty much about the same as they were then. But I'm just not getting the bites that I was that day. They're just not doing it. And a lot of it, I mean, let's be honest. Like I said, Monday and Tuesday, it was so warm that I was running around at work with a t-shirt on. Okay. Then Wednesday and Thursday, I had to put on long johns and a coat. Now, that drastic change of temperature back and forth has got these fish screwed up. That's why I think going up into that channel where the water is warmer and it's been warmer, the temperature's been a little more consistent in that spot. I think we can get back over there and we can do better. We can do better. We can get in there and do something. Yeah, you were in your boat that day. And when I put that fish up on my shoulder, you went, oh my God. He's just a little old 59-pounder, though. He wasn't no monster. We can do better. I'm kind of in a channel cat fishing mood now, though. I can go over there and just tear them suckers up. But we did get 11-pound blue cat out of that hole this morning, so it's not just channel cats in there right now. Boy, that current's bending them rods. Can y'all see that? It's just pulling them down. That's strictly current. It is ripping here today. That water is rolling. How much time we got left? 16 more minutes. And then I'm not gonna quit on y'all. Don't worry, I'm not quitting on you. I'm just gonna shut it down and move and start up again. But don't worry, I ain't gonna quit on you. I ain't no quitter. I just gotta get where it's a better situation, where I got a better chance of doing something for y'all. What's the old saying? Never leave fish to find fish. Well, I did. But I was hoping I'd find better quality fish. But there ain't nothing wrong with the ones we was catching earlier. We just have to go back and get some more of them. That's what we'll have to do. And we'll do it. We'll go get them. Hang on now. I see you. Uh-oh. Come on now. Don't mess with it. Just do it. He's screwing with me. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. That was on Lisa, the Metcalf rod. She just got a really good thumb. They're picking it up, mouthing it, and spitting it out. Just take the stupid bait. That's a pretty good bump. See what these fish are doing? It's mind game. It's a mind game. Okay? They hear me talking about moving. And they know. And they said, okay, if he goes back to that spot, he's going to catch our brothers and sisters. And they said, what do you got to do? What do you got to do? He said, I got a plan. He said, grab a rod, just jerk on it and let go. He said, that idiot will sit here all night. Just bump it. That's all you got to do, and he won't move. And our brothers and sisters will be safe. So they'll come along every now and then and just whack it and say, he ain't going nowhere. He'll stay right there. Don't you bet on it, big boy. If you ain't going to eat it, I ain't got time to waste on you. There ain't any about all that peck and run crap. There ain't going to be no peck and run today. You either eat it and go or stay out of my way. I love these fish in the Mississippi River, but I ain't putting up with their bull crap. I don't tolerate this abuse any longer. Not going to do it to me. It ain't happening. You got 13 minutes to eat that bait, and I'm going somewhere where I'm going to catch your little brother. We done had 2 good hits here, but they're not taking it like I want. They're BSing me. That's what they're doing. They're playing a head game. And I ain't playing your stupid game. I'm not in it. I'm not up for your dumb little games. I'm still watching him. I'll give him every minute that I promised. I promised him 12 more minutes, and I'm going to give them to him. He's got 12 minutes to eat that bait. We're moving. Come on now. And I don't care if he pecks on it real hard at the 1 minute mark. If he don't eat it, we're going to leave him here. Don R., what's up, my veteran brother? We're going to go fish where the eagles fly and the otters play. What do you got going on there? But I definitely want to take care. I want to take advantage of this. While I got this super fresh bait, I want to take advantage of it and try to catch some fish for you guys. And we're going to move. We're going to move. We're just telling you, we're going to move. So just whenever I shut it down, give me a little time to get packed up and get back over there and get set up, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I just don't like trying to keep the live stream running, while I'm trying to move and stuff, because, man, ain't nobody wants to see you moving and bouncing around. They want to see you fishing. So I'll kill it out and start another. We'll say part 2. I just don't know how cold it's going to get tonight. I want to do some night fishing. I ain't done no night fishing in a bit. My wife ain't gonna like it. I told her I was coming over here this morning to fish with Cody and Larry, and I said I'll be home after a while. I mean, she don't care I stayed over here. She just don't like that I lied to her. She could care less if I stayed here for a week as long as I don't lie about it. You said he's coming home. I don't care that you stayed over there, but don't tell me you're coming home if you ain't coming home. I don't like that, because you're over there and you can be dead and I don't know it. She called out a search party for me when we first got married. I came over and said, I'm going fishing. Well, she wasn't accustomed to some of Danny Strong's crap. And I go her fishing and didn't come home. And she got worried. And I was in a spot where didn't have no phone signal because it was back before I was doing lives and all that. I wasn't even doing YouTube. But I stayed over there all night and come find out she had people searching the Mississippi River for me, looking for me. She goes, well, he's dumb butts over there somewhere. He's got to be dead. He ain't called or nothing. Now I come over here for a week and she don't even look for me. Where Danny at? He's fishing. So when's he coming home? Hell, I don't know. I don't know if he's coming back or not. Yeah, I see them barges keep messing me up. We're getting caught. They're coming in close to the bank here, and when they do, that all that wash coming off them props, man, it's just slamming me here, and it's really pulling my lines out there. I want to get somewhere where we're more comfortable and we can relax. You know what I mean? Just kick back and chill out. Try to catch some fish. It'll be more fun, I promise. I promise it will. What we got left? 7 more minutes and we'll shut it down. I'm gonna move. I said, unless Alicia's gonna be alone and sleeping. Fishing. Hold on, what are y'all talking about? Yeah, Bullets Barbecue. We fished the piebald hole this year. If you go back and watch the episode where we caught 18 fish in one day, that was at the piebald hole where me and Richard Cluck was on his boat, and then we tripled up twice. That was at the piebald hole. That's where we were at. That's where I'm going to try to be tomorrow. I'm going to have Richard drop me off. I can't get to it in the truck right now. The road's, that's the spot I was talking about earlier where I said, you can't get back there where I want to go because the road's tore out and my truck won't make it. There ain't no truck will make it back there, short of a monster truck. You ain't getting back there with nothing short of a Gravedigger or Bigfoot or one of them trucks like that. That's right. You want to see the takedown, not the pack up. But it won't take me long. It won't take me long, you guys. I'll get over there and get set up and we'll get back at it. And it'll be better fishing, I promise you. I ain't gonna let y'all down. If I do, it won't be from lack of trying, I promise you. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it the old Danny Stone go. Y'all know me, man. I'll fish through tornadoes and lightning storms and all kinds of stupid stuff. Whatever it takes to try to get some fish for y'all, I'll do it. And we'll get over and get on a couple of them. We've had rain all week and it's got this river tore up. I don't think that's the problem, though. I think it's that temperature going up and down. I think that's what the problem is. Without a doubt. But I'll run and I'll pack this stuff up as fast as I can. Then got your rod propped again. No, there's a rod holder there. That's just an old telephone pole that floated down the river. But there's a rod holder stuck in the ground on that side of it. But that's an old pine tree log that they cut the end off of a telephone pole and it floated down here. Oh, you talking about when you was out there fishing? Alicia, I know what you're talking about. Because last time I went over there and stayed all night fishing at the Kentucky Dam, I actually pulled the truck up and under the bridge there and laid in the front seat and went to sleep and got up in the morning and went skipjack fishing again. We did manage to catch one catfish that night and a bunch of drum. But yeah, last time I went to well, not the last time I went to Kentucky Dam. Last time I went to Kentucky Dam, I pulled the camper over there. Me and the wife and the dogs was over there for a whole weekend. But the time before that, I pulled the truck underneath the bridge. It's got the railroad tracks on it, and I just slept under the bridge that night. That was sketchy, I'm here to tell you, because there was some pretty questionable people pulled under that bridge at night. You know what I'm saying? And you was under there doing stuff you just don't want to be around. I locked my doors and rolled up my windows and laid my pistol on the dash. I said, don't mess with me, don't mess with you. Catfishing Fresno, what's going on? What we got left here? 2 minutes, you guys, and we'll shut it down and we'll make a move. But I promise I'll be right back. It won't take me long. I'll reel all this crap up. I'll grab it and throw it in the pile, throw it in the back of the truck and haul butt back over to their spot. And we'll get on some big channel cats and some small blues. I don't reckon we're gonna catch a whole lot of big blues there. And the grass coming down the river. Know that, David, right now the underwater debris, the cabbage and lettuce and stuff, it's really not that bad. It surprises me with all the rain we had. I thought it would be worse, but we've had so much water flowing through here lately that it's pretty much scrubbed all that out of here. So no, the underwater debris that builds up on your line is not that bad right now. It's settled down pretty good. What we got? One more minute. Yeah, that problem by the bridge fish had. Pretty. Yeah, isn't it funny how usually some of the best fishing spots is where all the people hang out and shooting up and throwing their needles on the ground and smoking crack and stuff, drinking beer and acting crazy. It seems like they're always the best spots seem to attract them people. I don't get it. We've got several spots around here that is some of the most amazing fishing that you could even want. But I don't go there because on the weekends it's full of people. They'll pull up there in all kinds of vehicles. They'll pile up a bunch of wood and set a fire, and they'll break out coolers full of beer, start smoking dope, and hit the crack pipe and God and everything else, man. And then they get all screwed up. They want to come down and start screwing to you. If they would stay over there by their fire and leave me alone, I don't care what they do, man. You put what you want to in your body. That's your problem. But then they will come down there all high and doped up and talk to me. Do I seem like the kind of person you want to talk to when you're screwed up on dope? Probably not a good plan. Being on panel since I smashed my phone. Okay, wait a minute. What you say? What you say? Hot mess. No. Yeah, that's another thing. I get the other spot, you guys. I'll drop a link if anybody wants to hang out. I don't care if you're fishing or sitting on your couch at the house. I get that other spot here a little bit. I'll drop a link, man, and we'll just all hang out and see what we can do. That sound like it might be a good time? We'll give it a shot. It's 4:01. We're 1 minute late. All right, guys. Let me pack all this up. I'm going to move to a better fishing spot. I'll get set up. I'll go live again. I'll drop a link in the chat. And anybody, I don't care if you're a fisherman or if you're just pulling weeds out of your garden. Anybody wants to hang out with us, we'll get it going, all right? So let me get off here. I'll be right back. You guys be watching for me. Should take me more 20 minutes maybe. I don't know. It depends on if I trip and fall going up this bank. Add 5 minutes for each time I slip. Because I slide all the way back down like I climb back up it again. Okay, I'll be back in just a little bit, you guys. God bless you. Don't run off on me. I'll be back. Bye.